what's happening.
I believe we did.
After I watched Dune Part 2 in IMAX last night, I have to say, this is my favorite film of the year. And not just that, it's officially is one of my number 8 favorite film of all time. Yup, even better than Disney Wish. Hello everyone, or good morning everyone. This is your good old neighbor Nick Hicks Spider-Verse and Frozen 2 and Kim Possible Fan 2001. And I am finally to do a movie review that everyone are waiting for in my YouTube channel. I mean my YouTube channel, I meant to say. So today is a big one. So today I am doing a movie review to one of my favorite film of the year, which is none other than Dune Part 2. If you haven't seen Dune Part 2, I highly recommend you guys to watch Dune Part 1, and then you can go to your local movie theaters and watch Dune Part 2. And honestly, I did talk about this movie before because honestly, guys, I'm probably seeing my rant video about people compare it to Dune Part 2 into Toy Story 2, which that is a very, very stupid comparison, and I don't understand why some people are doing the comparison in the stupid and idiotic way. So that's the only thing I do not like from Dune Part 2. Honestly, I wish another than people compare this film into Toy Story 2. Because I've been seeing the review that people have audacity and have a ball will say, oh, I gotta be honest, Dune Part 2 is the best sequel since Toy Story 2. Don't forget Frozen 2. That's a way better comparison than compare it to the sci-fi movie into a Pixar film. That is really a stupid comparison. Even honestly, guy, no offense to Toy Story 2, but compare this film and Toy Story 2. Come on, you're not troll band together Fantastic One, and stop comparing those two films because those two films have nothing in common. Why? It's because Toy Story 2 did not end in the cliffhanger because of this film, but I don't want to spoil it. Anyway, guys, and no further ado, let's get this movie review started, shall we? It's review time! Sorry, guys, and you know me for a while, I absolutely adored the first Dune. And yeah, sure, even the first Dune didn't do well at the box office because honestly, back in 2021, back in 3 years ago, because Dune Part 1 came out in October 5th or October 15th, I don't know. Anyway, and due into the first Dune just came out in theaters and streaming at the same time, which is the worst decision I ever seen from an idiotic Warner Brothers. And so yeah, and due into that thing was so bad that Dune Part 1 did not do well at the box office. Even I really love Dune Part 1. It's an epic, brilliant masterpiece. It's officially is one of my third favorite film of 2021. But let's face it, Dune Part 1 didn't do well at the box office, and a lot of people have their opinion. Have their opinion change of the first Dune because people said the first Dune was really slow, which I totally understand, and honestly, guys, that's completely understandable. But because honestly, guys, what the director of Blade Runner first to do, he's trying to, honestly, guys, he was trying to make the film slow because apparently, if you do movie with fast pace, it will rush the film and it will ruin. So thank goodness he decided to do a really slow pace of the movie, which I totally understand. And yeah, sure, I actually fall asleep on the first Doom, which might rewatch it waiting enough to I can rewatch this film until a digital come out. And sorry guys, so after I heard they were making Dune Part 2, I was like, oh boy, cannot wait for the continuing story of the Dune movie. I gotta be honest, but the Dune movie kind of reminded me of the modern version of the Lord of the Ring. Why? It's because this film was continuing to the story. Just like the Lord of the Ring, all the way to the beginning of the first film, all the way to the third film, which is another than the Return of the King. Honestly, one of my second favorite Best Picture winning. Well, which one was the number one, but Oppenheimer won for Best Picture, and that's why I choose Oppenheimer as my favorite Best Picture winning of all time. Always. No, honestly, there was no other movie would be in the number one. But let's say Doom Part 2 would be topping that because honestly, guys, I just heard this film is gonna get the Oscar history, so it's Oscar history. So I won't mind that sci-fi movie will win. So let's give the different sci-fi movie another chance. So yeah. And sorry guys, and honestly, after I saw the trailer, I absolutely was looking forward to this film. And honestly guys, originally this film was coming out in theaters, in theaters in November last year, but Dune 2 is the freaking writer's strike. They decided to delay this film, and I was completely mad. Yeah, that's why I was completely mad. But don't worry, I was not all the way mad. Honestly guys, I am not as level as 2020 mad level, which you already know what it is. I don't want to go back to that timeline. That's the same timeline. I just don't want to go back. It's stupid. Anyway, and sorry guys, and I was really looking forward to this film. And there's one thing I am not gonna do, which another thing I am not gonna stick my hand in that popcorn can of the of the marketing of the Dune Part 2. And I definitely agreed with Footage Pews. Even Footage Pews, I was like, that's not right. Yep, I definitely agree. It is not right. Who in the right mind want to stick your hand in that mouth warm as a popcorn can? I definitely agreed with the Thanos actor. Yep, Thanos actor was in this film, just like the first film. But now he have a beard. Anyway, he said that he's not going to stick his hand in the popcorn can of the warm giant mouth. It's kind of reminding me that you were eating people. I gotta be honest. Anyway, I am not gonna stick my hand in that. So, fool me once, shame on me. Fool me twice. Fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice, shame on me. Anyway, and sorry guys, and honestly, after I watched Dune Part 2 in IMAX with Marcus and Carter, I gotta said, after I watched this film, I gotta said, wow, what such a blast. Yup, I have fun watching this epic, brilliant masterpiece. Now this is cinema. I gotta be honest, but Dune Part 2 is I'm stuttering. Anyway, honestly, I gotta said, Dune Part 2 is one of my favorite my favorite live action sequel I have ever seen for a very long time since Return of the King. And I gotta say, but this film is my favorite Warner Brothers movies I have ever seen in my life. Because honestly, there was no other Warner Brothers movie would be the number one. And yeah, sure, even Barbie is a masterpiece, but honestly, I think this film is a lot better than Barbie movie, I gotta be honest. Anyway, and this is honestly is one of my favorite film of the year. And I know I'm going that far, and I know I'm praising this film like the better than God, which I don't care. Anyway, I gotta say, but this film just took out Disney Wish as my number 8 favorite film of all time. Well, originally it was Disney Wish. It's my number 8 favorite film of all time. But now Disney Wish is in my honorable mention. Honorable mention in my favorite film of all time, honestly. And now this film is the icon of my YouTube channel because this film was amazing, was incredible, was an epic, brilliant masterpiece, and I do not care. This film is honestly, it was almost like a 3-hour long movie, which this is my second time I watched a 3-hour film in theaters since Avatar: The Way of Water, which I gotta be honest, even Avatar 2, even Luigi Gaming did not like that film, I gotta be honest, but you need to stop taking that film way to the extreme. Like, how Avatar is a whip-off to Megamind. So, not trying to hate on you, but I was just saying. Anyway, but honestly, I really love this film. Honestly, guys, we have the crap on the director. The production, and all the guys in the makeup and hairstylist, and even the costume designer. We gotta give them medals of. Honestly, guys, we gotta give a medal of applause to all these because the director of the first Dune, he did a wonderful job for the directing this film. I feel so bad that he did not get nominated for best director in one of the worst year for Oscars. And yes, I understand some people think that 2021 Oscars is the worst years for the Oscars, which I totally understand. Yes, sure, it ain't the same. But my personal opinion, I think 2022 Oscars is way worse. Right? Come on, we got Amy Schumer dressed up like Spider-Man, hanging up in the ceiling. And we got Will Smith smacking Chris Rock news. And we got 3 Disney princess actress. Three actors of Disney Princess disrespect the animation, say the animation's for kids, and then don't get tired of it, which that is really stupid. So that's why the Oscar 2022 will forever be the worst years for the Oscars. So let's hope next year won't be bad. Just because you're gonna have Dune, Celebrity, and the Oscars, that doesn't mean it will be the worst years for Oscars. Not because of the Dune, which I am so glad that the first Dune got nominated for Best Pictures, which I really hope this film will win so many rewards, like Best Director, Best Picture, Best Actor, Best Actress, and Best Supporting Actress. I really hope Florence Pugh will get nominated because I feel so bad that she did not get nominated at the Golden Globe or even the Oscar because Emily Blunt got nominated more than Florence Pugh. And no offense to Emily Blunt. I like Emily Blunt. She's so beautiful. I do like her as Kitty Oppenheimer, and I do love her in that movie, and I do love her in Mary Poppins Return. Even I think that film is mediocre now. But like I said, but do I have any flaws about this film? If I think one flaw about this film, I don't deserve to be as a movie critic. I don't deserve to work at the film industry. And to patrol, I hate good movies. That's right, I hate good movies, which I'm not doing it. So I don't have any flaws about this film. Once again, if I think one flaws about this film, I will be a fake Dune fan because I'm a huge fan of this franchise. So yeah, enough further ado, let's talk about the thing I absolutely love this film. And now this review is going to be a lot longer. It's going to be a lot longer than my Across the Spider-Verse review. So let's see. The story is very heavy. I do enjoy the story. I did not get bored. I did not fall asleep. Just because I fall asleep during the Doom Part 1 because it was so slow, that doesn't mean I hate the film. Like, come on, just because you fall asleep, that doesn't mean you hate the film. Because the main reason why I fall asleep is because I was so tired, so that's why that's why I decided to fall asleep because I was so tired. Honestly, guys, it's not because of the film, it's because of me. So I mean to stop falling asleep during the movie. So and make myself like a fake movie critic if you fall asleep during the movie because that's what old men do sometimes. And the characters. I like every single character. Not every character have gone on my nerve because these characters is absolutely incredible. I'll get to my number one favorite character, which is none other than that one princess performed by Florence Pugh. Oh my goodness, she is so beautiful. But we're gonna get that. Honestly, we're gonna get to her in a minute. Now we're going to talk about Paul, the same actor that he was in the Wonka movie, which is the Wonka that came out last year, which I'm going to get that movie on DVD for Easter, so maybe we'll see. But I gotta be honest, but Paul is my second favorite performance I ever seen from the same actor that he was in the Wonka movie from Willy Wonka 2023. Not Willy Wonka and Chocolate Factory, because honestly, that movie came out in the 1970s, and that was way before we got Paul. We got him. Sorry, guys, and Paul was a very fantastic character. I absolutely really like his character art, and I gotta be honest, his character art is so much better than the first film. Even I really enjoy him in the first film, but I gotta be honest, but he had a lot to do than the first film. And Zendaya, I love Zendaya, and even I did not care of Zendaya in the Disney Channel zone. But I gotta be honest, but her in the movie, her and the Marvel movie version is so much better than the Disney Channel Zendaya. I'm not a huge fan of the Disney Channel Zendaya, but anyway, honestly, guys, I am so glad that she is making. I'm sorry, I am so glad that she's going to be in the part of the Dune franchise. So I really like Zendaya, and I gotta be honest, but the same thing with Paul. Yeah, Zendaya's have a lot to do because in the first film she was a supporting character, but now she's a main female character, and I really hope that Zendaya will get a nomination for Best Actress, and I really hope she will win. I really hope so. And Lady Jessica, I like Lady Jessica. She's a very creepy character because honestly, there was a one scene in the film which honestly it's gonna be spoiled. Honestly, there was one scene that she's drinking some blue water, which that is not water. That is a planet water. And honestly, guys, in that scene, honestly, while I was watching that scene, I was completely goosebumps and I was really scared because Lady Jessica is one of the most creepiest and terrifying characters I have ever seen since the gore. Oh my god, since the gore from Evil Dead Rise. Yup. Even oh my goodness, even I have nightmares about it. But I really hope I don't get nightmares to that Lady Jessica. Oh my goodness, she is creepy. She's a creepy mother character, man. And now we're gonna get to the actor that he was in The Little Mermaid as the Ariel's father, which has got to be one of my worst performances I've ever seen from his career. But his character right here, him right here, he's a really, really fantastic character. And I can be honest, but he's really redeemed himself to the mediocre, to the worst performance, which is none than him as Ariel's father from The Little Mermaid from 2023. And now we are going to get to one of my top 10 favorite villain of all time, and one of my my favorite villain of the year, which is none other than the one villain played by Austin Butler. I gotta be honest, he deserved to get nominated for Best Supporting Actor. He's a really terrifying villain. This has to be one of my favorite villain of the Warner Brothers in history because he's a really terrifying villain. I do not want to mess with him. And honestly, if you mess with him, oh my goodness, he will ghost you. He will ghost you. He will terrify you. He is a really creepy character. And I gotta be honest, but I gotta be honest, even I think Lady Jessica is a creepy character. But now I take that back. I think the villain played by Austin Butler is honestly one of the most creepiest and terrifying villain and terrifying characters of the Dune movie. So, yeah. Honestly, Austin Butler, you did not feel like Elvis Presley, because Elvis Presley would not act like that. But him as a villain, his acting is so much different than him as Elvis Presley. Even I think him as Elvis Presley is my favorite performance by Austin Butler. But I gotta be honest, but him as a villain, it's a lot. Honestly, I'm having a hard time to choose what is better, him him as a villain in this film, or him as Elvis Presley in that Elvis movie that came out in 2022. I might rewatch it because honestly, guys, I rewatched Elvis movie like 2 times, and honestly, guys, if I rewatch it again, it would be my 3rd time, honestly. And now we're gonna go. Honestly, now we're gonna go into talk about the Josh Bush. Honestly, guys, the same actor that he was in the Men in Black 3, which as Asian, and he was in the MCU as Thanos. And Marcus told me that honestly, that Josh is not big. And yeah, sure, he was big in the Infinity War and Endgame, but here's the thing. It's all CGI, it's all visual effects, so it is typically he's not a proper character. So don't count it as real. It's not. So we're not stupid. Anyway, but honestly, he have a honestly even even I think his character from the first Dune I think is the best treat for Josh. But I gotta be honest, but him, I gotta say he's even better than the first film. I gotta be honest. But honestly, guys, and his chemistry with Paul, I gotta be honest, they do has some great chemistry as as a warrior. So yeah, as a warrior, I gotta be honest. And the actor that he was in the Guardian of the Galaxy as Drag, I gotta be honest. Even he honestly I do not want to spoil his death scene because his death scene was kind of gruesome, honestly. But honestly, guys, he is really fantastic villain, and he is honestly is one of my favorite. Favorite performers by what's his name? What's his name? When we look at the cast, Dave Butcherson. Yeah, Dave Butcherson. I gotta be honest. And now we are going to talk about to one of my favorite characters of the Dune movie, and not just that, it's honestly one of my number 8 favorite female character crush I have ever seen in movie in history. We are going to talk about the princess characters. That's right, played by Phyllis Peers, aka one of the most attractive actresses in Hollywood. Man, she is one heck of the beauty. I do enjoy her as a narrator. I do enjoy her voiceover. And I really love her costume design because her costume design looks absolutely beautiful. And she is the most attractive princess I have ever seen since Elsa and Anna for Frozen 2. But I gotta be honest, but honestly, her as a princess, this is honestly is one of my second favorite performance I ever seen for Phyllis Peers, becoming honestly my number 1 favorite performance by Phyllis Peers, which is none other than her as Jean from the epic brilliant masterpiece the movie got winning for best pictures, which is none other than Oppenheimer. I love that film. I love that freaking film. That film is so incredible. Honestly, guys, is all I gotta said. And even that character is so good, but the fact is, I have her in my wallpaper. Sorry. You didn't need honestly you didn't see that. But even that character was so good and so attractive. So that honestly that's why I decided to put her as my as my as my wallpaper for my iPad and my iPhone. So yeah. Anyway, she is so beautiful. She is absolutely attractive, and honestly, and I really hope she get nominated for Best Supporting Actress. But if it's not, and honestly, guys, and if Lady Jessica get nominated instead of honestly instead of the princess, I would be kind of disappointed because I think the princess characters is so much better nomination than Lady Jessica. Honestly, got no offense to Lady Jessica. She's a really creepy. I'm sorry. She's a really creepy character, but I think Princess deserve more love than Lady Jessica. And Lady Margot, no people, I'm not talking about Margot Robbie. I'm not stupid. No, I'm talking about Lady Margot, played by the same actress that she was in No Time to Die as a Lady Jane Bond. But I gotta be honest, but Lady Margot is honestly one of my second favorite performance I ever seen for lead, because my favorite performance by lead, which is another than her character from No Time to Die, of the Daniel Craig Jane Bond movie. Gotta be honest, from Spectre all the way to No Time to Die. So yeah. And the action scene. This is honestly is one of my favorite action scene of all time for a movie in history, because the action scene looks incredible. Like honestly, guys, and honestly, guys, in the production looks really beautiful. It kind of reminded me of the Will skit. Didn't feel like a CGI at all. And there was one scene that Zendaya's and Paul was kissing. I gotta be honest, but how in the world they kiss? Honestly, guys, and the same thing with Jimmy Kimmel. Jimmy Kimmel and me was questioning how in the world they kiss since they have that thing in their nose. Like how in the world they kiss? Because in your show, human kiss, but you cannot kiss because you have that thing in your nose. So honestly, I got a feeling that they take that out and do some kissing scene. But if they keep that on, I was asking the same question. How in the world they do that? How in the world they do that? I was asking the same question. Same with Jimmy Kimmel. So you guys, in the climax, has to be one of my favorite climax of all time, because this climax is really incredible, was really amazing. And there was one scene when Paul and the villain, played by Austin Butler, fighting. The fighting is really brutal. Like, you see the blood in Paul. I gotta be honest, but I cannot wait to see Dune Part 3. to see Paul and the princess played by Florence Pugh. I really hope Florence Pugh will be in Dune Part 3. I really hope so, but I haven't heard the news about. I haven't heard the news so far that they'll greenlight Dune Part 3, but maybe we'll see. Maybe we'll see. Because honestly, there was a one studio named Legacy is leaving Warner Brothers, so we'll see. So honestly, I'm probably Dune Part 3 or even Godzilla X Kong the New Empire or even Dune Part 3 will be the last movie from Legacy with Warner Brothers, and then they will move into Universal. So Warner Brothers, get yourself together, and David Zaslav, stop canceling your film. Stop canceling the movie, which is already done. You anger crap hole. And this film have end with the cliffhangers. That's right, this film end of the cliffhanger, which I do not want to spoil the ending, so you and honestly, you want to know what I'm talking about. So overall, guys, Dune Part 2 is such a masterpiece. This is a true cinema right here. The story is really original because this has to be one of the most original continuing story of the franchising period, and the characters is really incredible. The princess played by Florence Pugh is my favorite character in the film because she is so beautiful, she is so hot, and she is so attractive. I absolutely really like her characters, and I won't mind to meet her actress someday because if I look at the movie, if I look at the movie entry, I will honestly, guys, and I will talk to her, and she can be in my movie. She would be incredible in the role. And honestly, guys, and the character is really incredible. Austin Butler, he did a wonderful job as a villain, and you do not want to mess with the villain. And the makeup and hairstylist and the concept design, this has to be one of the best looking movie of the sci-fi movie in history since I don't know, like Blade Runner 2049. So yeah. And honestly, guys, and this film is even better than Blade Runner 2049. Yep, that's right. I think this film is a lot better than Dune. I'm sorry. This film is a lot better and a lot better improvement than Dune Part 1. Honestly, guys, no offense to Dune Part 1. I love that film, but I think this film is a lot better than Dune Part 1. I think this film is a lot better than the first film. Because the first film didn't do well at the box office, but now this film did pretty good at the box office. When this film came out, a lot of the critic and the audience really enjoyed this film. It is shocking enough. Even Troll Band Together fan 2001 really enjoyed this film, which I was completely shocking. And yeah, sure, even I really despise Troll Band Together fan 2001, but I don't go that far to destroy his stuff because what do you think I am, crazy? But honestly, the way it was, I'm not doing it. Anyway, even I did not like Troll Band Together fan 2001, I really glad that he given this film a chance, and I so glad that he did not do a rant. But I was afraid that he's going to do a rant, but nope, he really liked this film. But I'm afraid that he's going to rewatch it, he's going to change his opinion. But now, he liked this film. He liked this film now. Anyway, guys, I absolutely love this film. This film deserves a lot of nomination. Like, come on, this film is Oscar history right here. The same with other guy next to Oppenheimer. But this film is Oscar history. I really hope this film will get nominated for Best Picture, Best Director, Best Actor, Best Actress with Zendaya's, Best Supporting Actor from Austin Butler, Best Supporting Actress for Florence Pugh, and Best Production Design, Best Sound Mixing, Best Sound Editing, and what else? Best Makeup and Hairstylist, and Best Costume Designer, Best Score, or even Best Casting. I really hope this film will get a 11 nomination. On the guys next to Oppenheimer, because Oppenheimer got 11 nomination. But I really hope Dune Part 2 will get the same nomination just like Oppenheimer. But I gotta be honest, but this film is one of my favorite film of the year, and this has to be one of my favorite Warner Bros. Movies I have ever seen in my life. And this film is my my number 8 favorite film of all time. And people, this film is so worthy to see it in theater. Do not watch this film at home, and don't even watch this film on the crappy quality. Honestly, guys, take your friends. Take your friend, take your cousin, take everyone, and honestly, take your family, and they can see it, and they can experience how good this film is. And honestly, guys, and the casting crew and the director, thank you so much for, thank you so much for once again, in the casting crew, thank you so much for avoiding this film. And for this Pierce, I want to say you did a beautiful and attractive job as a princess. And now she's officially is one of my favorite princess characters I have ever seen since Elsa and Anna for Frozen 2. And Kim Possible do not count as a princess because she's a female version of Mission Impossible as Tom Cruise. Sorry guys, I'm giving Dune. Sorry. Sorry guys, I am giving Dune Part 2 a 10 out of 10. This is epic, brilliant masterpiece, and I'm giving this a epic sci-fi movie, a seal of Nick Cage awesomeness, and I really hope this film will greenlight a Part 3. But if this, if Dune Part 3 will get canceled, I will be very disappointed. Honestly, guys, the same way I'm a bit worried that Fast X Part 2 will be canceled due to the disappointing box office. So I really hope not, because you just in it like cliffhangers of Vin Diesel, have this car destroyed, and his friend died. So yeah. Anyway, I really hope his I really hope his family don't die, because I really want to see a continuing story. And I'm a huge fan of the movie with cliffhanger. Honestly, this is the main reason why I like Across the Spider-Verse, Dune Part 2, or even Fast and the Furious 10. Because those three films and like a cliffhanger. And now Frozen 3 and 4, and now Frozen 3 will do the same thing with Dune Part 2. Because I am so glad that Disney, I'm really glad that Disney, Frozen 3 is going to be the very first Walt Disney Animation Studio will end like a cliffhanger. I really hope they will end like a cliffhanger, because there was so much story. There was so much story development in Frozen 3 and Frozen movie should tell for us, because general audience deserve sequel more than the original film. Gotta be honest. So guys, that was my movie review and my longer movie review of Dune Part 2. And I am so glad I'm really glad you really enjoyed this video, which I have fun doing this video. But this princess characters, she's my icon characters, and she's officially is one of the characters that she's going to be in my thumbnail pretty soon. So I'm probably every video from now on, I'll probably see her in my thumbnail, because she is so beautiful. Look at her. Her costume design, her accent, her voiceover at the opening. She is so beautiful, and I cannot stop staring at her, honestly. And sorry guys, and honestly, I'm probably one of the pop culture community was said that Zendaya's character is still favorite character, but for me, I think the princess is my favorite character. So that's my original opinion. So yeah. And sorry guys, if you enjoyed this video, if you want to see more of this Dozer War video of the location, please, I highly recommend you hit the subscribe button, turn notification, and share the video. Share this video with your whole family for all ages. Sorry guys, now excuse me. I'm gonna get myself ready for breakfast, and then I'll get started for my serious finale of the Oscars. Well, originally I was really going to do it when I get home, after I saw this film, but I was so darn tired, and it was almost midnight, so that's why I decided to wait until tomorrow, which is today. Went to bed and I got my sleep. So yeah. And sorry guys, this is Nick. This is Nick Hicks, Spider-Verse, and Frozen 2, and Kim Possible Fan 2001 signing out. And the rule is, people, go watch part 1 of the Dune movie, and then you can watch the sequel in theaters. But if this film did not show in your local movie theaters, I'm sorry. There's nothing you can do about it. All I gotta said, I'm sorry. Sorry guys. Have a great morning, everyone. And I see you guys next time. And once again, yadios, everyone. Yadios.